What is the most influential Spider-Man game? Some would say Spider-Man 2 for the swinging mechanics. Others would say Spider-Man PS4 for the story and graphics. And a very small amount would say Spider-Man Partner Foe.
What?
For today, I'm going to bring you to the past on August 30th, 2000. The game was released called Spider-Man 2000. Made by Neversoft, published by Activision, the game feels like a love letter to Spider-Man comics. One of the members of Neversoft, Chad Finley, an avid comic book reader, was the perfect choice to help develop this game. Feel more authentic to the comics than any other Spider-Man game. You can tell how passionate the developers were during the development of the game. But let's dive right into the gameplay. The gameplay is very clunky nowadays, but it was very revolutionized during this time. You get your regular punches, kicks, and you also have web attacks. You can web up enemies, you can use impact webs, web fist for extra damage, and web shield that can destroy any enemy. The swinging is okay, but it was very revolutionized during its time, but you only get to swing twice, then you remember you sold your marriage to the devil and you fall to your death. Me too, Spidey. Me too. In this game, we have 6 enemy types. The first one is the henchman, the second one is the bank robber, third one is police officer, fourth one is SWAT, fifth is lizardmen, and last but not least, the symbiotes. Even though 4 of them are reskins of each other, they still add authenticness to each level, especially with the police officer and the SWAT, because they're only in one level. So let's talk about the bosses. We have 8 bosses. Number 1 is Scorpion, number 2 is Rhino, number 3 and 4 are Venom, 5 is Mysterio, 6 is Dr. Octopus, number 7 is Carnage, and number 8 is Monster Ock. Each boss brings something different to the table. With the Scorpion boss fight, you gotta make sure J. Jonah Jameson doesn't get hurt while you're fighting Scorpion. With the Rhino boss fight, you have to make sure you jump out of the way while also making sure he hits the explosive barrels or the electrical generators. For the second boss fight of Venom, you are fighting him in the alleyway. While you're fighting him in the alleyway, he can do his turn invisible and you lose him for a sec, and then he grabs you out of nowhere and either shakes you, or throws you, or slams you on the ground. For the second boss fight, you have to fight Venom, but Mary Jane is dangling. The water's filled up all the way, she will drown. So you gotta make sure you turn off the water and also fight Venom. I feel this boss fight is very stressful because you had to also manage your health bar, but also manage Mary Jane's health bar. With Mysterio, he turns giant and also he can crush you, but you have to hit the little knobs on his body. And then the second phase, before it starts electrocuting, and you have to hit the little nubs on his shoulders. Fishbowl. This boss fight is very unique because he has 2 phases out of all the bosses in the game. Alright, let's go to the next boss. Dr. Octopus boss fight. You have to hit the power nodes for his shields. When you hit all 4 of the nodes, he goes up and then you beat up Dr. Octopus, rinse and repeat. I feel like he's like the weakest boss in this game, but he makes up for it later. With the Carnage boss fight, you have to hit him inside the sound barrier, and then you'll be weakened enough so you can hit him with the good old one too. Rinse and repeat. Lab always freaked me out when I was a kid, but when I grew up, I realized Monster Ock is not really a boss fight, but more of a chase. And you have to run away from him or he'll catch you. And he was the scariest when I was a kid. It's like almost like a horror movie. Take a listen because he sounds scary. Even you had Peter Never Back Down Parker, you're scared.
The bed goes up here. You need to press R1 to zip line up quickly.
And there's a cutscene if he catches you. I think he needs more health. Even though most of the boss fights are mostly repetition, they are still good on their own and hold their own. I do also want to talk about voice actors. Before I say the main cast, I gotta mention one in particular. Stan Lee.
Welcome, true believers and newcomers alike. Spider-Man co-creator Stan Lee here. Once again, we find our hero Peter Parker, better known around the world as the Amazing Spider-Man, in a heap of trouble. But this is just the beginning, Spidey fans. So get ready for a true superhero action thriller, packed to the brim with thrills and chills, twists and turns, more supervillains than you can shake a web at, and of course, non-stop web-slinging, wall-crawling action.
I'm not crying. There's onions. So our leading man, Rito Romano, is voicing Spider-Man. He voiced Spider-Man before in a show called Spider-Man Unlimited. And my definitive Spider-Man, because he's the one that actually introduced me to Spider-Man.
Listen, I realize what this means. Forget about helping me with Omnitech. I can handle Rhino.
Rhino by yourself? Thanks, Cat, but no thanks. Look, being Spider-Man has given me a lot and taken a lot away, but one thing never changes. My responsibility to use my powers for others before myself, no matter what the cost. There are innocent people at Omnitech, and they need our help right now. I won't let them down. Then I'll stop Venom. And this time, it's for the last time.
This is my definitive Spider-Man. We also have Jennifer Hale playing Black Cat in Mary Jane Watson. She also voiced Black Cat in the '94 Spider-Man cartoon series. We also have Alfred Zibulis, who is voicing Doc Ock and the main villain of this game. And he also voiced as Dr. Octopus in '94 Spider-Man. We also have D. Bradley Baker as Carnage, Rhino, J. Jameson, and Lizard. He also voiced Daredevil. We also have Darren Norris as Venom, Mysterio, Scorpion, Punisher, Human Torch, Captain America. And Watsu the Watcher is voiced by Lawrence Fishburne himself. Yes, that Lawrence Fishburne. We have a whole star-studded cast, and next, let's talk about the content. We have 10 costumes that have each buffs and debuffs. We also have character bios for each character that was appeared inside the game. And throughout the game, you can collect 32 comic book covers. We also have a storyboard for each cutscene during the game. As you see here, this is the first one for the beginning of the intro of the whole game. So why did I choose this game to be my first video? Because this is my first ever game I ever played when I was a kid. When I was younger, we didn't really have that much games, and we kept on playing this constantly with my cousin. And what I still love about it is that it still has content, but also replay value as well. I miss games like these, because even after you beating it, there's still a lot more cool things you can have. And we don't really get these nowadays. You either get them in DLC, and made me fan of the character, because without this game, I probably wouldn't know what really Spider-Man was, maybe until the movies, but this cemented Spider-Man for me. If you guys to like, share, and subscribe, I'll greatly appreciate it, and I want to make more videos like these. And I'll see y'all next time.
So, nice of you to join us for once, Spidey.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was out saving the world.
Spider-Man.